look at that. The sun is shining, the hull is clean, the sails are on, the roller... What? Wait, there's a roller? What? How did that happen? Perhaps it was the gods of the sea who delivered it to us. Nay. It was the good people at REEFURL and the hard work of our friendly neighbour Shane who helped us install it. But let's take a rewind and have a quick look at how that all went down. Woo! Look at that! Another beautiful day at anchor back in Bunbury. We came back for a special delivery, which, at long last, due to some delays in the freight lines, is finally here. Look what we got. Ooh la la! So I was a bit hasty on the way in and tore open the box just to make sure that everything was there before I left the freight place. So the box is a little bit ruined, but we have the drum plus a whole bunch of fittings in there. Plus, if you look down the side of the boat here, let's try not to drop my phone over the edge. Where is it? There's a massively long piece of extrusion here, which should fit straight onto the forestay, let us put a sail up on it, and basically convert this about 40 years forward in sailing technology so we can finally have a rolling head sail. What do you think about it, Sarah?
Good. Good. I'm excited.
Gonna have to do a lot of bleeping out in the videos again, huh?
Huh?
Lots of swearing.
Oh, sorry.
Anyway, so let's unbox it. First up, we got the assembly, fitting, reefing guide. To be honest, I did crack this open and read through it just now. It was quite helpful. It is going to be tricky fitting this while we're at anchor, but you know, never want to shy away from a challenge. Here we have the guide fitting. How do I get this out? So this will clamp onto the stay and guide our line straight onto the drum. Should be pretty good. Cheeky little product placement there. Beautiful. So that's that. Lots of packaging, because obviously this came a long way, all the way from the East Coast. The leader halyard, really nice. They pack in all the ropes, so we have a fair bit of rope here, but nice to know that there's some rope here. Oh, we might even have the same rope. Beautiful. And this is your sail halyard. Awesome. So they give you that width too, which is really handy. Otherwise we would have had to cut some more or buy another halyard. Thankfully we have a nice long line here. This is the actual drum. Before we get to that, the good people at REEFURL, when they heard of our crazy turnbuckle situation at the front, were more than happy to provide us with a stay lock fitting. So this will be fitted onto the base of the forestay. Stay will come in there, and this will replace a whole bunch of random fittings that have been put on there previously. When I sent them a photo of our fittings, they said in 30 years it was the first time they'd seen a system like that, which I like to take as a compliment. You know, it's a unique boat. Very unique, shall we say. And here, oh yeah, that's the money maker. Pretty light actually. I'll hold that for 1 sec. This is the furling drum. Here we go. So the other extrusion bits will clip into here. You can see these have been pre-drilled to help us find the exact places. We'll put the extrusion in there along with some lubricant that was supplied and drill through, boom, 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 pop rivets in once the extrusion is in and it's been drilled all the way through, and that should hold it really, really solidly. That will be the foot that the sail attaches to, and this will have the wrap of line around it, put the line through there to stabilize it, and yeah, with the other bits of extrusion on the top of here, it should be, what are we looking at? I think just over 11 meters of aluminium hull, plus this on the bottom. And so that will sit underneath the hull system to make it super strong. This bad boy will clip onto the stay just below, and that will help feed the line on nicely. Beautiful. When we are pulling it in, this will just spin around and it shall hopefully wrap up our sail and make it a hell of a lot easier than hanking on and hanking off every time. Last time we were coming down, it got fairly windy, and in the end we actually ended up just bringing down the main because we just didn't have another option to reduce sail. We could have hanked on the Jenny, but it would have been a bit of a nightmare in those conditions. See there, that will take the stay straight through the middle. So this whole thing will just sit on. Gonna be hell fun fitting this at anchor. Woo. So I shimmied up the mast to find out what the attachment was at the top. At the bottom there was a swaged fitting, so we were unable to remove that, but at the top we got lucky. It was a stay lock, which meant it could be taken off and put back on again. This meant we could at least fix it at anchor, but we were going to have to build it in reverse, from the top down instead of from the bottom up. We were able to drop the top of the stay down to the deck, where we could remove the stay lock and plan to slide everything down it. This was only possible with the help of Shane, and it's worth putting a quick interjection here about how helpful he really has been. We met him in Bunbury, where he's been anchored next to us for a little while. He is an ex-steel fabricator and has an amazing mind for problem solving and a great attitude of just making things work. Most of the things on this boat he's helped us with amazingly to put back together, and we probably wouldn't be sailing today if it wasn't for his help.
Hard?
Oh, they're working, mate.
Oh my god.
Alrighty, maybe I'll just leave it there for now and we can get the There you go, so you got the drum there, nicely moved at the edge with the loop provided. Yeah, who needs advice when you get Shana's arms? Smashing it. There we go. Like I can tap it up from the back if you want. Okay. Middle of a careful operation going on. Of course, the motorboat has to send some wake our way. Right. Beauty, first moving in. Drill it there, do the same on the other side. Getting into it. Woo, woo. That will be the head. Get a halyard through there. Beautiful. You're dreaming, mate. You're dreaming. Pretty fucking easy to work out. There we go. Leave it up there. All around. After joining all the bits of the extrusion together and refitting the stay lock to the top, we ended up with an 11-meter stay plus extrusion on deck. It proved pretty tricky to get up, but we decided to launch the drum end over the pulpit, attach a halyard to the top and pull it up the mast. I then went up in a bosun's chair to put a pin through, and just like that, we had a roller furler. Our next problem was finding a sail to fit. Our previous sail was hank-on, and so it had all the attachments, but after a couple of hours of removing little eyes, we managed to make it suitable to slide up onto the furler. We tested it for length, pulled it up on the halyard supplied by REEFURL, and voila, we had a sail. Now, a couple of things I really like about this roller furler. It's cheap, it's simple, and it's over-engineered, just like every good boat system should be. It doesn't contain bearings, so it's very unlikely to jam. The drum simply slides around on top of plastic spaces on the bottom, which is a pretty foolproof system. The halyard also doesn't join to the top of the mast, so it's very unlikely to wrap around. The only potential problem that I picked up with this roller furler was that in some places, the track for the sail, particularly at the joins, was quite sharp. We managed to solve this by using a file and some sandpaper to smooth it out, but I would be wary of just running a finger down the track just to make sure that there's no little snagging edges or anywhere that could cut the sail. Otherwise, we've already tested it and it seems to work well. It furls beautifully and it's very solid, so I'm looking forward to many years of good sailing with it. And that, kids, is the story of how we fitted the roller furler.